This 6-year-old girl is selling fried rice on the street corner. She announces that any dish she cooks costs only $2. Hearing such a cheap price quickly draws a lot of customers. However, seeing how young the little girl is, customers think she can't possibly cook, so they all leave her stand. Surprisingly, the girl lights the fire and pours in oil. In less than 2 minutes, she makes a serving of fried rice. Soon, the smell of the food attracts customers again, and everyone fights to buy the girl's rice. Just then, the girl's grandpa comes back. He thinks the little girl's cooking must taste terrible and upset the customers, so he decides to make a free serving of fried rice to make it up to the customers. However, the customers say the little girl's rice tastes amazing, and they just want to take home 10 more servings of the girl's fried rice. Unexpectedly, Grandpa suddenly gets stomach pain, so he frantically runs toward the bathroom. Right then, a car speeds by at 200 miles per hour, almost hitting Grandpa. Then, a young rich guy gets out of the car. Not only does he not apologize, but he even yells at Grandpa, calling him a blind old fool, and demands that Grandpa apologize to him instead. Seeing all this, the little girl warns the rich guy that framing people will get you struck by lightning. However, this rich guy thinks the girl's words are ridiculous, and he even makes mocking gestures at the lightning. But the next second, this arrogant young rich guy gets struck by lightning and turns black. Later, to get money for Grandpa's medical treatment, she enters a cooking competition where the winner gets $10 million. Turns out, this competition is hosted by a billionaire, and the billionaire's goal is to use delicious food to cure his wife's eating disorder. On competition day, top chefs from around the world come to the venue. To everyone's surprise, the little girl also shows up in the competition area. While all the other chefs are showing off their cooking skills, confusingly, the little girl is just simply cutting fruit. Then, one chef brags about his secret seasoning that took him 50 years to develop. However, the little girl easily lists all the ingredients in the seasoning, which totally shocks that chef. Soon, everyone finishes their dishes. Next, the maids bring all the dishes to the billionaire's wife, but she won't take a single bite. Not until the woman smells the pear soup the little girl made her eating disorder is instantly cured.